Well, happy day after 4th of July. It don't just start or stop on July. That's just in memories, you dig. So now you got me, Mo Love, and the bass guitar. Gonna come to y'all with a quick chew. I ain't gonna make this long, for real. Since I signed for Death Row, I've been swimming like a shark here in LA. For those that don't know, they label me as a natural born killer. Signed for Death Row and moved to LA. For y'all that don't know, they label me as a natural born killer. Rapping up fat beats in the studio every day, every night, and I don't eat. I just smoke. I just smoke and get high and drink on the Hennessy. Or better yet, give me the Tangeray. Whatever. Tangeray and the Alizé. That's how we get down here in LA. That's how they get down here in LA. That's just me making up this beat right quick. I was thinking about Tupac, right? Watching some of the stuff going back over all that happened. You see how when they talk about it, Everybody comes out with a little bit more, a little bit more. But the problem is that when it came to the rap music, they made it, especially back then, they fixed things so that they was left alone. Leave them niggers alone already. God damn, they just making fucking music. Leave them alone. So when the shit boiled up, you know, that was the end result. Somebody got hurt, you know. It didn't have to be that way, but it was. And there was a bunch of goofy ass motherfuckers on the sideline just wanted to ruin it. You seen something and you wanted to ruin it. It's just that simple. All them folks that was in, all them people that was involved. That goes for Puffy Combs and Biggie and all that shit. Now you know it could have came out a lot better, but you was already fighting the issue about, okay, it's real. That means you done committed a crime. Cause they was going back and forth with, oh nigga, you just a studio gangster. You ain't no real gangster and all this shit. And when and every nigga, you know, what else was it? Wasn't no honkies. Eminem, all that. No, don't put it on them fucking Eminem. Even 50 Cent said, pray, brother, pray. You know, go ahead, speak, brother, speak. You know I'm telling the fucking truth. It was niggas, all niggas, right? All right, then, let's get to it. Studio gangster and real gangster. So niggas coming out here doing a whole bunch of shit. Got a notebook done written down a whole bunch of shit, right? And then come in and then they trying to make it like I'm so real. I just did all this mayhem and carnage and all this kind of shit, right? Then they be like, you know, when they edited the shit, and then journalists or whatever, when it's monitorized, they're like, yeah, oh, okay, so that answers what just happened over there. Okay, get your ass, get your ass in the car. You going where we sending you, right? That was the thing they was going through. But yeah, it's a shame. So can't bring him back. You know, can't go back in time and make sure it went the right way. And that was what, you know, each one of them keeps saying that most of the people said, he wasn't no gangster. They wasn't that much of one either. You know, what's your main man's name from Naughty by Nature? Tretch. Tretch would be, Pac wasn't no gangster. He was a soldier, this and that. But none of this shit don't make no difference, and it didn't make no sense, because you know when to fucking quit. First of all, you see the man trying to create revenue. He been somewhere where he learned what you call what is it, fine arts or whatever, you know what I'm saying, theatrical and whatever you got in you, like fame, right? all this theatrical stuff, man, and then you got all these wild hooligans coming in. That's another reason why Suge Knight was beating they fucking ass. This nigga, you don't talk about him just being because he's a Pyru blood. You motherfuckers is real fucking hard-headed, and you got in there doing a lot of shit. And so, oh yeah, well, let me tell you something. Start talking about, like one time when Puffy, I laughed. He sent a nigga to go get chamomile and all this other shit and all that kind of stuff. Then the nigga went in the booth, and I don't know what the fuck that was, right? And then he came out like he just did work. Like, what you gonna want to do is you want to go back in there and you want to rap the beat around. What is it? Huh? What? Hey man, you need to get your ass back in there, man. We trying to lace this shit. You already done did 2 takes on this motherfucker. That's gonna make the quality of this tape just raggedy, because the background shit is hard to cover that up. And this is some expensive shit. He said, man, just go on in. He grabbed Puffy Cone, Sean Puffy Cone, grabbed that nigga and started choking the shit out of him. He's like, oh. He was grimacing. His eyes were squinting hard. He said, oh man, He said, yeah, you can get your shit and get the fuck out of here. Don't hurt me none. Shit, get this motherfucker out of here. Talking crazy to me, motherfucker, I'm the boss. This is my shit. You ain't talking to me like you stupid. I told you to get the fuck back in that booth. That's the fuck I meant. And he had his little bags going back out the damn door. Yeah. Yeah. That part. You come in there thinking you sharp, you can't rip. Yeah, you need to go and get all the scratches and shit and have that shit shining. Buff that shit out and come in there like Tupac did. Rip that shit out, and it was of quality, because a lot of people, you put the same old fucking beat, and it's the same. You put a beat, and it's the same old thing, just same old rappy rap. I've been paying attention to this shit for years. And they got a damn notebook pad writing it out. You give me a beat, and then it's the same shit. And even if you knocked it, if the beat ain't no good, they still talk what they talking, but it wasn't all that. But like, shit. You talking about some misery, but how can you talk about miserable shit? Same just like after Biggie and all of them got money. Even Tupac, if you paid attention, it's like, well, you ain't in that poverty no more. What you gonna rap about now? Then that's when this beefs. Then that's when the two you had this train wreck. If you know what it is, and for those that don't know, they send 2 big ass locomotive trains, one down the other way down on the other side of the track somewhere, 10, 15 miles. Same thing with the other train, until they gain speed. But this is gonna be the point to where they're gonna collide. Bang. Some like football practice. And not too many people do it, but I seen it at first at Boys Club. It's called dog fight. You lay on your back, you blow the whistle, and then you get up as fast as you can, and you just keep on trying to knock the other one off balance. Buck him up off of you. And you keep bucking. You got your helmet on, and who didn't like the dog fight? Love the dog fight. That got you conditioned into contact. you know, and have to deal with it. You dig what I'm saying? With collision, you know, just because he is, you dig what I'm saying? You gotta keep on keeping your center of gravity and everything, and how to react once you know you sustain enough, uh, 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 just just basically to stay coordinated and you know whatever. Forget about that. If you get dusty, get up real quick. Same shit like that. Get up real quick and move on to the next. Always what is the key is the ball. Keep your eye and your attention on the ball, but you got to watch everything. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. This offside shit, you on the same team and you buck off the goddamn line before the ball is hiked. Anybody ready to kick you in your goddamn nuts, go on and get on down. They're down. Say it and get in your 3 or 4 point stands and tell the quarterback. And they be still down there in their 4 point stand. And the one that jumped off the line, he just put a cleat right up in the ad, right in the crack. Pow! Have a donkey kick him over there. Or he the fastest motherfucker. We can go home, hit the locker room, take a shower, and go home. And he said, we ain't going nowhere till the fastest man on this team get up that hill first. He want to be the last one. Oh, yeah, down. And put a cleat in his ass. Get the fuck up this hill so we go home. Shit, you know you the fastest one. You carry the goddamn ball, the fuck, man. Shit. Anybody else could have put some more speed with you or somebody. But anyway, tell you, man, what was y'all gonna talk about next? Yeah, they collided like that, really. And then it was just some bullshit, they just going to and fro. As far as this Orlando cat or whatever, what made you so? Why did you want? What was so important about that fucking chain? You just wanted to do something or whatever. You rich and you snatched the chain off of him, and didn't nobody catch him. But then when you finally did, he didn't have no chain. But all of this bullshit, you didn't know where to draw a line, like how fucking far are you gonna go? Nipsey Hussle is another victim of the shit. I think somebody got jealous of him because he stuck with Snoop Dogg so fucking hard till he really thought he was Snoop Dogg for some reason. And, it's jealousy. Look, you can't do it. You can't listen. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this once and for all. Because there's been a lot of them. You done snuffed out somebody else. And then you got your ass in that booth. They just... What's that movie? I forget what is I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it on my page. It's a movie where after Tupac died, it was. I wouldn't say it was low grade, but it started out with two rappers, right? One got some attention. He could rap, and he was with him, but the other one always wanted to be the front man. Then he ended up over there in L.A. and they went through all the procedures, all this shit. And he said, "Yeah, whoop his ass, but don't touch his face. That bitch he got a show tonight." And they whooped him all up or whatever, you know. And the other front man or whatever, he ended up dying because he was trying to portray the same lifestyle of Tupac. Man, I can't get no blood. I can't. Let me go back into the little trailer thing and watch up. And then one of them goofy niggas eased in there and shot him. For real. But anyway, that's the way this bullshit came out in L.A. or wherever they at. Myself and anybody else, I'm tell you where I was in Nebraska some fucking where. Don't know what they doing right now. Their life is the same as yours every day. You get up and go wherever you go. So whatever they project up there, that's what you get. You know what I mean? So you'd hope they'd fix this shit where, you know, it's like, well, damn, it's done bubbled up till you got folks that's around you that ain't got so involved with it. I remember with Tupac's All Eyes on Me. Now, I happened to be over in South Omaha in the projects. This was, 90, by this time it's 95, somewhere around in there, right, I think. So, about 95, somewhere around in there, right? 96, it was, yeah. I stopped at the liquor store. I kept seeing these tape. Back then, it was the cassette tapes, right? And I kept seeing it up on the shelf. I'd go get my little smokes and my drink, you know, whatever, and go on, you know. And I kept seeing, I said, I'm going to get one of these damn things. By this time, that damn tape was like $12, $10, $12, right? Something like that. So I bought the damn thing, and first I was looking, I looking right at it, and it said Volume 1, Volume 2. But then he kept trying to sell me the Volume 2. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And since it was an older guy that, you know, old man, I remember, you know, remember me from being a kid, right? He like, shit, I'm only selling this shit back to y'all the way they sold it to me. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. That's right. It is a Volume 1 and a Volume 2. Well, let me get both of them. Yeah, let me get both of them. I thought he was trying to sell me just two of them. I was like, nah, hold on. And so anyway, later on that night, you know, that's where this chick that was with me, she lived over in South Omaha, so we was over there in South Omaha. And by this time, when I parked the car, I'm sauced the fuck up. Hennessy, I think it was whatever, 40 ounce, wasn't no Old Lee, it was something, Mushmouth or something, the Coke 45, and babysitting and shit, and it was like, I had a half pint, started out, then I had a pint of Hennessy, right? You got all this shit at once, so I'm sauced up. Now I'm out there smoking on the Black a Mile or whatever, right? And I'm listening to everything he got on here because this is the first time. And he had a bunch of shit on there. Some of it didn't make no sense to me. It didn't make no sense. It was silly. But you ate it up if you was just, that's the first thing come to your mind. All the shit, all the rest of the shit was good. Some of this shit ain't making no sense. And then you noticed it was coming to Biggie. He didn't care nothing about him. I'll do whatever you want to him, but don't do nothing to his moms or nothing like that, but do something to him. So I'm taking this in and I'm like, Now, with him, you had to really pay attention because the way he voicing shit, which part is real, what part is real, what part is just you ad-libbing or just, it's part of this rap shit, right? And trust me, everything about that time with that, man, it was like floss mode. It was like Nino Brown and his light-skinned broads, on steroids type of shit. Every nigga that was balling or whatever, they didn't feel validated unless they had a light-skinned red bone past 10, you know what I'm saying? Or a white girl that was floss mode. He extra clean and everything like that, and driving some nice, first thing, everything seems to be like a malt, like a cream soda, if you will. Root beer, cream soda, and all that. That's the way it, everything was flossy. You dig? Nice glasses, you had a big old fucking diamond in your ear, something, and nice ring and some little chain, and a little rope or something. You dig what I'm saying? Nice collar, clean shirt. You dig what I'm saying? But you had a big ass diamond or something. No, you made it. You right. You know what I mean? So, and your car was either a Beamer, a Cadillac, or a Benz, something like that. That's your diplomatic shit, right? Anywho, that was what it seemed like throughout his whole thing. It was just floss mode, and everybody was on that tip. I guarantee you they were. Being clean as you could possibly be, you dig what I'm saying? And you'd have thought they'd have got their shit together, but it's like, what y'all gonna talk about next? Because you no longer, you ain't part, all that motherfucking money, that's what people's paying attention to. The average person would be like, damn, y'all got money, so now what you gonna talk about next? Ain't no more beefing. If you talking about people, then lead the people on. Lead them. You know what I'm saying? You got past that. Now what? Then that's when this Biggie and bullshit went back and forth, and then when actually, and as the story goes, today and going through all these documentaries and all these folks talking that's closest to him that was in the shit, it turns out that Tupac was, okay, I'm done with this shit here, man. What you gonna want to do, Suge, is you gonna want to do this, and you need me, call me. He like, and before he could go back out the door, they done nabbed him by his collar. Like, man, if you don't sit your ass down, like that dog that he had, that German Shepherd that he had. The dog was just, and then he pulled him by the chain when he had the interview and he's sitting in that car. Damu, that's what the dog Damu. And then he kept on tripping, so he slapped him on the top of the head and then rubbed him down and said, get over there and sit down. Right? But they didn't talk to the dog. I had it trained to do just what it was doing. You did. Even Tupac, cause leading up to all of that shit, first thing I seen was on Vibe magazine was Dr. Dre, and he had on a flag, American American flag tie, and he was, had a little collar and shit. Okay, a few months, he went on about it like he out of death row, and he went on to something else. Next thing I see about 6 months later or so, here's Snoop Dogg like this here. Right? On the Vibe magazine. Now he done got out. All right, he's gone out. Like, whew. Now you looking at these faces, man, and you looking at all his stuff, man. Then when Snoop Dogg made the last meal and all that stuff, where he was on his own back to where he really started from when he was standing on that record store, up on that building. When I seen that was bold as hell. I was like, wow. Everything got back to where they were loose for some reason, but they went through a lot of bullshit. Then eventually, in his documentaries, they done talking about Snoop and Dre, Snoop, and the little Mob Deep, the little fellas that he had with him and using. They was trying to do some other shit. Then it went on, and Tupac, then it was left with Tupac. Like he's supposed to been gone, but when they start talking straight away about Suge, now we talking about the money, this, that, and the other, and trying to control this LLC while he was incarcerated and all this kind of stuff once he got caught up that way the first time. But I tell you, man, you'd have hoped that it would have been a better ending than that. But behind the scenes, it wasn't just Tupac and it wasn't just Death Row. Disco, even the Busta Rhymes, I don't give a damn if it was Wyclef. All of them was going through some shit. You just don't. They didn't mention it because who they had spotlight all on Death Row, all on Biggie Smalls and that. But all them rappers now, what need to happen now? Because again, you cannot bring Tupac back or Biggie, right? You can't bring them back. And they tried to steer that shit. We're gonna beef. Some kind of way we're gonna get out of this, because now let me get over there on Biggie and Puffy. Puffy got excited. Quite naturally, it wasn't nothing he couldn't do. So he's like, shit, I'm out here working too. And I think he was with Puffy, you have to, he don't gotta actually break his arm off patting himself on the back, because he was giving everybody their fair goddamn share of money. Never heard Biggie complaining about no fucking money. Yeah, I didn't really, I didn't jump on the bandwagon so much. Puffy, he ain't shit. Because I see, through the smoke and see well, what is this? What type of egg is this? Is this a turkey egg? Is this a chicken egg? Is this what type of egg? You think what I'm talking about just because y'all egghead? You think what I'm saying? All eggs ain't the same, you dig? It could be a different breed of an egg. So, could be a goddamn gator egg. You think a little some bitch bust through and you start hearing you dig what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. What the fuck? Yeah. You got a little gator in that. Alright, so anyhow, man, but a lot of hidden shit, but we all can contest that everybody with the music genre, music period, they was pouring out some good shit that we all was bobbing our head to. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If it was Wyclef, it was Busta Rhymes, if it was Nas, if it was Onyx, if it was everybody made some shit. When I say it, everybody in that time zone. Redman, Method Man, everybody. You dig? They was putting some shit up there, man. You dig? That, just blow MTV. Just like, well, what is that? Get the fuck, you dig what I'm saying? Which was the thing. If you get up on MTV, you some goddamn good, right? So there you go. And that go for R&B, that go for everything. We had, y'all, hands down, they was pouring out some real entertainment for our ass. That go for Michael Jackson, that go for all of them, except for his brothers. I don't know, they was on some bullshit. I'm just gonna tell you. Only one stayed true to just being a straight man and don't care like his dad. He was more or less like his dad. Yeah, I do what I want. And that was Tito. The rest of them was doing the most. You wasn't that goddamn pretty. Michael Jackson, he was a smooth character. Bunch of girls but he was kind that he'd be with a bunch of girls around him. He just draw a bunch of girls, right? And he was like a soft character, somewhat. You know what I'm saying? He was a soft character, just be around a bunch of girls and you off him. But he wasn't no punk. I was gonna say that he wasn't gay at all. He was just one of them little soft dudes, and he didn't have to ever change the way he looked. Nothing. Nothing. Cause Prince was he was one of them ones. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know why. Somebody didn't tell him, look, don't change a fucking thing about yourself. You one of them ones. That's you. Period. You don't have no flaws. He didn't even have to change his nose. Nothing. You don't have no. You just you. Put out some more goddamn music. And Prince was the same thing. Same as Mars Day. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of people trying to emulate him. If they put draws on their head, goddamn everybody put draws on their head. You did what I'm saying? You trying to, you know what I'm saying? But we in this music industry, man, everybody, they did their fucking thing. But every last artist, everything, everybody got a common enemy in the whole shit. And that's trying to get money and get paid. Get their fucking money. they saying made it right, even if they wrote them shits, it's still a problem. And that's where you get all these copyrights where when you play somebody's music on your shit, it's a problem. Even if it's the radio or whatever, it's a problem. So you be looking for copyright free music or something, but it's garbage. It's some bullshit. It ain't nothing what you looking for. You dig what I'm saying? You got on the Tupac vibe or something, or could be Redman or something, or anybody's shit, man. No, they want their goddamn money. I want my money. I want my motherfucking money. Use my shit, and they talking to like, oh, I hear my shit. You know, and they ain't heard in a long time. Like, give me somebody like my shit. What my money? They rub their hands together. Next thing you know, you got some come talking about copy strike, and you know, you can either delete this motherfucking thing or prove that you got rights to use it. Like Warner Brothers and RCA and who else? You know, you think you're doing a favor by lighting a torch and using their different shit, and they go right to them and like, oh yeah, you know, no, but it don't turn out like that. Your shit, you could be, you know, where you. So, you know, if it come up, man, shit, delete that motherfucker altogether. Gotta find something else. Fuck it, we'll take it back to whatever, or make your own damn music, and then they fuck around talking about it's a copyright. What you talking about? I made that shit. I made that shit. For real, man. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? Now God, copyright crazy, man. Yeah, man. Just like that. So yeah, during the '90s and all that shit, Motown and everything else, man. Listen, we didn't have some nice music, so all musicians and singers and actors and actresses, this new generation, you better step up in your game and don't make it look bubble gummy and what you call what the shit they call avatar type of shit. You better come with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be going to get some more funky clothes that look like. Come on, be period correct. Act like you know. You know, be proud to do them shits. Now, that's just like what's your boy's name? They the only ones that seem to get the idea. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but he did that. This bitch got me paying her rent, putting diamonds on her wrist, diamonds on her wrist. Got our kids all up in my house like a Chuck E. Cheese. Got me smoking out the window. How in the world How could she do this to me? This bitch. This bitch. This bitch. Yeah. They seem to got the idea. They don't make it like it's like it's. Man, live that shit like you really like that shit, like you love that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, if you going to play homage to it. Do it right. That's what I say. If you gonna live that shit out, then live it out for real. Don't just get some throw a wig on your head and be giggling like it's all funny. Cause listen, in them 70s, man, back in the day, that was the shit. You was there, you be right with the grooves. Like you in your generation, what y'all doing? Stovepipe pants with them all yammed up in your ass. And they look like fucking capris. Then you got on some socks or no socks with some motherfucking turn up duck shoes. Them shoes, those go with where they come from, the French and they the ones that wear them wigs and all that kind of shit. And then they got a little pouch and sniff them some motherfucking what was they from, England or London or wherever they was from, wearing nice. That's where them shoes go to. Them duck shoes, you know. Yeah, European or whatever they was, and they wear that wig and shit, and then they have on the lace and nice, and then the knickers and shit like that, and then something to cover up their legs, right? And then them duck shoes. That's what them shoes. That's what type of attire that go with it. But those were the same as, they was like the same as a pimp. Which you talk about a pimp. He stayed clean, got a suit all the time and nice shoes and shit all the time. It's a business. Like Demarge, or they like him on drum. Oh, I like to control my niggas. I take his silky black balls in my hand. I take the razor in the other hand. It slides ever so silky smooth. These black balls. Then he went in on drums. Ooh. He thought he was gonna. He thought he was gonna get some of that on his back. No, He put his woman out. Get that bitch. What the fuck? He said, no, it's my woman. You can't talk to my woman like that. Oh, drum. Don't worry about it. Calm down. You will like it. Because I'm sure I will. And then he backhanded that. Foul. Get a hold of yourself, man. He said, oh, what? Oh, drum. You've made a mistake. I'll be back to correct you. You won't like it. He was straight punk. He was some dick, man. Plus, you know, he got to do the grading. Once a touchdown in L.A., they label me a natural born killer. Because I swim among the sharks. I'm here at death row. And you can see the smart, and you can see the marks. I got my 50 cal on me. Thug life homie. Thug life homie. And the only thing I remember what bigger niggas told me. As I step out in LA, I see bitches everywhere. And they love it when you call them B.I.G. They love it when you call them B.I.G. They love it when I call them B.I.G. It's the validation that there's real shit going on. Even though they're pretty and flossy than a motherfucker, they still like a motherfucker. Flossing in the motherfucker. It's still rougher than the motherfucking pit bull. Draw blood from a motherfucker and don't care. Barely wearing any underwear. Yep. They would dare the motherfucker and take his whole pocketbook. And be back in the set smoking on blunts and all of that kind of shit. Nigga, what's up? Sipping on. Bitch driving fine cars. Hanging in the spots with the high ballers alert. And don't give a fuck if it hurts, huh? got a stable of her own, pimping of the hoes. I'm just making this shit up, man, you know. As they say, I can't make this shit. Well, I'm making this shit up. So don't take none of this serious. I'm telling you right now. Trying to get used to trying to just saying anything or try to put a sentence together or something so I can eventually play and some song or something like that and sing at the same time. Coming all of the way to LA. Coming all the way to LA. To LA. To LA. Coming all the way to LA. Yeah, had to see what's going on the silver screen. And that's another thing too. I heard niggas from California gotta go to New York and get their license and then back to California to get on the silver screen. I gotta warn you, for all of those running off from home thinking you gonna be a star overnight, you're wrong. See all them bummy ass people on the street and living in cardboard and tents and all this up under the highways and byways. Sometimes they find them over there in the bushes on stinking. I ain't dreaming. I ain't making that up. It's real talk, Ted. Think before you just run off from home. Think about it. Like a dog carrying a bone. Tupac and Biggie. Tupac and Biggie. Come to LA with some bullshit on their mind and especially on their breath. Put it on the motherfucking mic and wax it all out so we can hear it. Real spit. Let the mic drip. Well, let me get off of that bullshit. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm finna sick on y'all. What's up, Brother Runs? And Brother Russ, what's happening? Y'all quiet. What was y'all doing during all of this shit? I mean, because y'all was doing it. Yeah. Speak on it, brother. Speak on it, brother. Speak on it. Come on in, because that's where y'all come from. All these children and the girls, the women over there. nah, oh no. It's for everybody. in the hip hop. Then Tupac and Biggie fucked up. And Jay-Z and Beyonce picked it up and took it to a whole nother level. Did him like Frankie. Man, I'm good. I can do this. I can do it. I'm back. Still got the chops. That shit. Every time you get on Frankie, you get on that shit and you put it in your fucking arm, and then I don't see you no more for 2 or 3 years. What the fuck? Said, look, Tupac went out the window years ago if you ain't checked. Biggie Smalls done went out fucking ass out here. Jay-Z and Beyonce done picked that shit up, picked the mic up, and the instruments, the music, and turned somewhere else. There ain't no more yet, Frankie Bryan. Ain't no more. Get the fuck out of here. Took it somewhere else. Where the fuck you been on a rock? Never mind trying to tell me. Hip-hop ain't dead, is it, y'all? But if it's almost close, it's just barely breathing. Well, yeah. They said that's a lie. You got a chance to wrap up. Kanye, what he goes with beyond all of them. Let me take the mic from you. Beyonce, she got the best shit in the world. I don't know why y'all don't give it here. You can talk now. Give her back the mic. You can talk now. We're doing too much. Tell me what that sound is. to me. So is hip hop music dead or just the people? Talk to me. It's my opinion. I have a right to one, right? Now we're gonna do this. Check, man. Well, y'all tell me what that is, right? So guess what? That was G. That's what we've been doing. G. Okay. Then we went to B. Then we went to D. Then we went back to G. So if G is the root, what is B? What is D? And back to G. So that's one, right? G, A, B, C, D, which is what? The fifth, right? So you go 1, Listen and learn bass therapy and music sound theory. Okay? But I ain't done by a long shot because I'll be back. You hear it? And we'll speak on just some. I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit. Oh, yeah. I went for a minute. I said 5 minutes. Look at that whole hour. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. Oh, baby. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. And you know it's just when time passes by, just when you're getting in the groove. Oh, funny how time flies when you're having fun. All right, Janet. Your ass ought to be so raw right now from all the licks, kisses on that ass. Like Mary J. Blige, that ass is soft. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Talk to the multi shit. Nigga, I'm Uncle Pie. How you gonna flip from one to shit? I'm Uncle Pie Hole. I'm about some best pie. That's the best pie out. Yeah, did you understand? Janet Jackson and Mary J. Blige. Shit. She put a little more weight on her, see, since she had that baby. Uh-huh. You thought ain't nobody want you. I feel like I'm being all pink. It don't make shit. Let me tell you something. You didn't do nothing but enhance all of that gorgeousness. You don't know? Shit. You went from just a queen to a princess queen to a real queen. Shit. BBW queen. Shit. The dress draped that up. Don't you know big women look good? But that's just to let you know, don't go no damn deep end. If you want to lose weight, lose weight. But let me tell you something. Bobby Rush. Check it out. See who I'm talking about. Skinny girls that look like porcupine meat. Right? Girls like poor when you ain't got you listen. Skinny girls like porcupine meat. Says too greasy to eat, too lean to throw away. Go on, get to Bobby Rush and let him explain what he just said right there. You need. That's the integrity. That's what's missing in this world right now. Integrity. So don't go on no deep end. Just beat that face. Get your edges right. And bring it on. You dig. I ain't gonna tell you no. I'll tell you right now. I done told you. Bring that pie over here. What I gotta tell you. Doggone it. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. I think I spent a little bit too much time on here for today. But I'll be back. I'm Mo Love. I'm Mo Love. And this is my bass guitar. I'll be back.